I didn't create anything new, but I used the PowerPoint that I have created in the past for the meeting session with grade 9 to 10 parents about the IB diploma curriculum introduction. So let me start with the learning targets. The second and the third learning targets are the most relevant one for this workshop task, which are this is for parents. So it means that parents can outline the IB mission statement and IB learner profile so that they can explain the importance of their role in nurturing approaches to learning at home. And then the third learning targets, parents can outline the DP core subjects so that they can explain the centrality of TOK CAS EE in the IBDP curriculum model. So let me jump directly to the slides that are relevant for those two learning targets. Now, usually I started with inquiry question, why did ISD, which is my current school, choose to adopt IB curriculum? I asked parents to answer these questions on a piece of paper. The questions are, what is the ultimate goal of educating your child? What are the qualities that you want your child to have when she or he graduates from high school? And then after that, after like the discussion among the parents, I asked the parents whether they can find their answers on this slide on the in the IB mission statement. And interestingly, usually parents always have parts of the mission statement that are in line with their answers. For example, like one parent said that I want my child to be ready for the global society where they can understand people from different background, communicate effectively with those that come from different cultures and so on. And then from the IB mission statement, I show the parents the IB learner profile because IB learner profile is basically IB mission in action. We can see the mission is being achieved when we start to see the attributes of learner profile start to be developed in the students. And then I moved to approaches to learning. The reason why I connect the approaches to learning to IB learner profile because basically approaches to learning are the skills that are needed for students to be able to exhibit the attributes of learning, the attributes of IB learner profile. And in this slide, I usually tell the parents that they are also educators of their own children, and they can help the students also at home to develop their approaches to learning skills. And I also show them like the sub skills of each domain of the ATL skills so that they know specifically which skill that they can help the students to develop at home. And then from there, I give the parents a curriculum model puzzle activity where I cut the IB curriculum model and then into some parts, and then parents have to be able to reassemble them so that it will create a complete diploma program curriculum model. And then after that, I bring their attention to see the core subjects, which are theory of knowledge, extended essay, creativity, activity, and service. And then I make a link why core subject is very important because it really support the IB mission statement, which is to develop inquiring, knowledgeable, and caring young people who help to create a better and more peaceful world to intercultural understanding and respect. And then for the first core subject that I introduce to parents is the TOK. And I use this paragraph from the TOK at a glance. And then rather than explaining the TOK in details, because to be honest, it's pretty complex, I use the examples from TOK, and this in this slide I use from the theme, one of the optional theme, which is knowledge and language. So I compare between people or group of people that have different numbering system. So for example, this is the tribe from the deep forest of Amazon that only knows few, a lot, and some, compared to a grade 2 student who knows already 1 to 3. And then I further compare this student with a grade 10 student who has learned the system of decimals or rational numbers. So how then the numbering system of each group affect the way they create knowledge or their knowledge, right? So to be honest, like I really enjoy the activity of using these examples because I can see how parents were engaged in a very interesting conversation. And then after that, I showed them the TOK syllabus, but I usually did not go too deep because I usually schedule another meeting with or session with my TOK teachers to explain the TOK curriculum model even in more detail, because it is quite complex and I don't want to use the whole time just for TOK during the DP introduction session for parents. So that's how I introduced TOK for grade 10 to 10, to for grade 9 to 10 parents at my school. Thank you.